on the donate button at Mercury1. I'm sorry, it's mercury1.org. Do that now. So the president, the former president, Bill Clinton, was on TV with Jimmy Kimmel. And as we were all listening to this, and we're going to play it here for you in a second, as we were all listening to this, I was thinking to myself, you know what? I'd vote for Bill Clinton in a heartbeat. Compared to where we've been, I would vote. I would be a rabbit. I would campaign for Bill Clinton if it was against this guy. But I think you could run him again, and I think a lot of people would vote for him.
Yeah, because you forgot how bad he was, and now it's so bad with this administration that you long for the days of Bill Clinton.
If you could just have a guy who's wrong,
yeah,
you know, not anti-American and so wrong he's destroying us,
right?
And he's so, I mean, you know, Clinton is so likable. I mean, he is.
He's a likable guy.
He just is smooth, and he just does it well. You know, he knows this game really well,
and he's a really good liar. We learned that
really good.
As his wife found out, but let's not dwell on that.
Right.
Here he is on Jimmy Kimmel. Now listen to this.
I wouldn't even probably finish the oath. I would run to the White House. I demand to see all the classified files on the UFOs. Because I want to know. I'd want to know what has been going on. Did you do that?
Sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah, we had, I think it was at the beginning of my term, we had the anniversary of Roswell.
You waited that long?
I did.
Wow.
Well, I didn't. And then there's also Area 51. You remember there was a great sci-fi movie where there was an alien kept deep under the ground in Area 51? So first I had people go look at the records on Area 51 to make sure there was no alien down there. And people thought that because everybody who works there has to stop about an hour away and put on special clothing and then drive in and out. And that's because a lot of our stealth technology is made there. We know that now. But there are no aliens there. So then when the Roswell thing came up, I knew we'd get, gazillions of letters. So I had all the Roswell papers reviewed, everything.
If you saw that there were aliens there, would you tell us?
Yeah.
You would?
Well, I think, look, what do we know? We know now we live in an ever-expanding universe. We know that there are billions of stars and planets literally out there, and the universe is getting bigger. We know from our fancy telescopes that just in the last 2 years, more than 20 planets have been identified outside our solar system that seem to be far enough away from their suns and dense enough that they might be able to support some form of life. So it makes it increasingly less likely that we're alone.
Oh, you're trying to give me a hint that there are aliens.
I'm trying to tell you I don't know.
Oh.
But if we were visited someday, I wouldn't be surprised. I just hope that it's not like Independence Day.
Yeah, right.
That it's a conflict.
Well, now we have friendly
Maybe the only way to unite this incredibly divided world of ours.
So,
is it possible that he was on Jimmy Kimmel last night because his wife is running and he's going to release information that there is life and it's headed our way? And so he and his wife will be the only ones we trust, and they will take over the entire world.
When you say it like that, yes.
Yeah. If I said it like this, you think he's on TV last night? Did you see this? No. Maybe he's like trying to set it up so his wife when she's running.
Oh, come on, come on, Glenn, come on.
And then they take over the entire world.
If I heard about all this from a guy with a cell phone up his ass, then I would believe it.
Mm-hmm.
If
now you
if
say
this was
that.
posted to epictimes.com
yeah,
from a guy with a cell phone up his butt for 3 or 4 days, then I'd buy all of it. All of it.
Now, wait a minute.
Aliens
where
and all.
did that... Hold it just a second. In what part of that story of the guy with his cell phone up his butt, which he voluntarily put in there to save everybody on the Malaysian airline?
Yeah.
Okay. Where did it say he had it up there for 2 or 3 days?
Well, it was just my assumption because this story didn't break for quite a while. So I think he held it there for a while.
He might have been in jail trying to clean it off with no water.
He might have. He may have. So.
Trying to make sure it worked. You couldn't have it up there for 3 or 4 days. The battery wouldn't.
Well, and people
last.
are talking about the battery and how long that lasts. What does it last for 3 weeks? Well, no, not necessarily, because he might have turned it off for a while and then shoved it up his butt.
How did he turn it on in his butt?
Well, he didn't. He turned it on when he pulled it out.
But he didn't pull it out.
How do you know?
Well, because he used the voice feature to take the picture, which there'd
He
be no
could
reason
have pulled
to do.
it out and then used the voice feature.
Well,
it was dark in the cell, and maybe he couldn't see what he was doing, so he used
with
the
the
voice
lighted
feature.
buttons, he wouldn't be able to see.
Maybe the lights on the screen were broken.
The lights on the screen were broken, but the voice command was still working.
Yes, happens all the time.
No, wait.
All the time.
Maybe the lights on the screen were broken.
They were broken. That makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Notice how, by the way, Jimmy Kimmel, typical media, doesn't even have the balls to ask Clinton about the butt phone story.
No, that's right.
He didn't even mention
media.
it. He didn't
Typical
even
media.